Welcome back to the 207 Kitchen at Main Studios. We're in the kitchen today with Steve Sicinski. He's the executive chef at the Nonantum Resort in Kennebunkport. Great to have you with us. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Rob. Great to be here.
What's on the menu today?
So we're going to make some crab ceviche today. And if you're not familiar with ceviche, ceviche, of course, is reminiscent of a dish, seafood dish that is generally cooked in the acid of citrus juice.
So this is nice. You don't have to fire up the oven. You don't have to fire up the stove. You let the citrus do the work. So let's get started. Where do we begin?
And since we're using crab meat, have some really nice Maine Jonah crab here. So a nice local product. Good quality crab is paramount in making this dish work. Right. So spend the extra money, go to Harbor Fish, buy something great. It's going to make your dish really stand out. So traditionally with ceviche, where we're going to start, if we were using a raw product, which we're not because crab meat is cooked, we would start with the citrus. So that's what we'll do here. Okay. So about 6 limes squeezed into here. And I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze one, and I have the other 6 kind of put in here. So we're going to go ahead and get that together. Okay. And what we want to do is just get that really nicely mixed up.
Do you always use lime? Do you ever use lemon?
Lemon would be great too. I feel like lime has a little more depth of flavor and just a slightly bit less acidity to the tongue. So it's going to give us like a little bit of more complacency with the sweetness of the crab. So we're going to go ahead, let that marinate for a bit. Go ahead and set that down, and we're going to add some additional flavorings to kind of make this together as a whole dish. So I'm going to start with a little bit of diced red onion. Very small is good. You know, not everybody likes a huge bite. You want to get the raw onion
balance in this dish, obviously.
Nice balance.
That is something where folks at home can do it to suit their own personal taste.
Absolutely. So the amount's not so important. If you love onion, go ahead and dump it in. But the other good thing is the acidity of the citrus is going to help us kind of cook that and take away some of that raw flavor. Good. After that, again, another acid product, but some really small diced tomato. Going to add some great color, as well as, again, more acidity. So common theme here. Just going to go ahead and work that in as well.
As you're doing that, let me just ask you, for people who look for an alternative when making ceviche and don't want to do crab meat or just want to do some other things, what other kinds of seafood do you like to use?
Any whitefish is really, really good for this. Tuna, I would not recommend. It's going to discolor quite a bit and not look as appealing, but shrimp can be done, octopus, squid, anything you want. Really.
Okay, a lot of versatility.
A lot of versatility. So after tomato, we are going to go ahead and do some fresh minced cilantro, and this is going to add a really nice clean flavor. Cilantro, one of my favorite seasonings for sure.
Absolutely, one of mine too.
And along with the cilantro, and this is personal preference, I like to do a little hot sauce in here. A little bit of spice. I'm a huge proponent of Captain Mowat, another Portland product. I like this one. It has a little lemon lime background to it, and we're going to go ahead and just put, again, to your liking.
Right, but that's going to give it a little extra zip.
Little extra zip and a little more touch on the palate, so it's going to really kind of brighten that crab even more. So, last but not least, again, with anything, a little bit of salt. Right. A little bit of black pepper. In a number of ways that we can plate or eat this. This is great straight up. This is great on a tortilla chip. This is great as a little bite.
I could dig in right now. I'm restraining myself.
Even a little bit of like cold rice, sushi style, very quick, very easy. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a little bit of lettuce. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use the rest of our remaining tomato. Kind of mix that in.
Take advantage of everything we've got here. That's a good idea.
And just a little squeeze of the acid and a little bit of salt and pepper. So you've never actually seasoned your lettuce in a salad. Killer trick.
My wife does that. I've never been one to do that. My wife does that, and I really like it.
So real simple.
Yeah, this is not an elaborate dish. This is, as we said, a dish where the citrus does the work. So
citrus does the work. The profile of the ingredients and the quality of the ingredients are really what's going to be making this
and this is
special.
What you really like to emphasize is good quality, fresh crab meat. Buy Maine crab meat for this dish, and
we can finish with just a little bit more of that cilantro on top, a little something extra. We can call that good, Rob.
That is ready to go. Crab ceviche. The recipe is on our website and app. Just head to newcentermaine.com, the 207 section. You'll find the recipe for the crab ceviche. You'll find more information on the Nonantum Resort in Kennebunkport, where Steve is in the kitchen. Thanks so much, Steve. Great to have you here. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks
Stick
for having
around.
me.
We're going to be back with more of 207 right after this.